Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to share with you an intriguing fact about our favorite masked hero, Batman. You might be surprised to learn that despite being one of the most popular superheroes, there is still so much we don't know about him. As a Batman follower, I am sure you are always on the lookout for new facts and secrets about this Dark Knight. So let's dive right into it. First thing first, let's talk about how our hero came to be. Did you know the Batman was actually created by artist Bob Kane and writer Bill Finger in 1939? It's true, they worked together to create iconic character that we all know and love today. But did you also know that Batman was created in response to the popularity of another comic book character at that time? Yes, that's right. Superman was all the rage and Bob Kane and Bill Finger wanted to create a character that was the polar opposite of him. Thus, Batman was created. The superhero's real name Bruce Wayne is actually a combination of Robert the Bruce and Mad Anthony Wayne, a Scottish and American revolutionary hero respectively. Robert the Bruce was a Scottish nobleman who played a significant role in the Scottish War of Independence during the 14th century. Mad Anthony Wayne, on the other hand, was a prominent American military officer during the Revolutionary War. However, it's important to note that there hasn't been any official confirmation that these historical figures directly influenced the creation of Batman character's name. Did you know that this character also intrigued psychiatrists? Many try to understand his life. Batman's complex personality and psychological makeup have led to various interpretation and analysis from mental health professionals. Here are few aspects that have attracted their attention. Trauma and motivation. One of the central elements of Batman's character is the traumatic experience of witnessing his parents' murder as a child. This event drives him to become a Batman in order to fight a crime and prevent others from experiencing similar tragedies. Psychologists have explored the psychological effect of trauma on his development and the way it shapes his motivation. Dual identity. The concept of Batman having two identities, Bruce Wayne and the Dark Knight, raises questions about identity, dissociation, and coping mechanism. Psychologists have examined how Bruce Wayne uses Batman as a means of dealing with his trauma and serving justice. Vigilantism and Justice. Batman vigilantism and personal pursuit of justice raise ethical and psychological questions. Mental health professionals have discussed the potential impact of his action on his mental well-being and whether his approach to justice is a reflection of his own internal struggle. Narcissism and obsession. Batman's extreme dedication to his mission and his intense focus on justice have led to discussion about narcissistic tendencies and obsessive behaviors. Some psychologists have analyzed whether his drive to fight crime borders on obsession and how it impacts his relationships and mental state. Alfred's role. Batman's relationship with his butler and guardian Alfred Pennyworth has also been explored. Psychologists have delved into the dynamics of their relationship, with some interpreting Alfred as a nurturing figure who plays a role in Batman's ability to cope with his trauma. Rogues Gallery. Batman's iconic villains such as Joker and Two-Face have also garnered attention from the psychologists. These characters often represent extreme psychological states and provide opportunities for exploring concepts like psychopathy, trauma, and mental illness. Realism and fantasy. Batman's grounding in reality compared to many other superheroes allow for psychological analysis that bridges the gap between fiction and real-world psychology. This has made him an interesting subject for discussion on mental health and human behavior. At the Canadian University of Victoria, you can enroll in a course designed to explore the life of Batman. The course is called The Science of Batman. The course aims to examine various aspects of the Batman character, his universe, and related concepts through a scientific lens. It's an example of how popular culture can be used as a vehicle for exploring academic subjects and fostering critical thinking. The courses likely covers a range of topics related to science, technology, and human behavior, drawing connection between the fictional world of Batman and the real-world scientific principle. Batman is also known as Cape Crusader, the world's greatest detective, and the Dark Knight. Cape Crusader, this nickname emphasizes Batman's role as a crime fighter and protector of Gotham City. The term Cape refers to distinctive cape, while Crusader alludes to his unwavering commitment to fighting against crime and injustice. World's greatest detective. Batman's exceptional detective skills and analytical mind are emphasized by this title. He is often depicted as a brilliant investigator who uses his intelligence and deductive reasoning to solve complex mystery and crime. This aspect of his character sets him apart from the other superheroes. Dark Knight. The title captures the darker and more serious tone of Batman's character. He operates in the shadow, using his fear and intimidation to strike fear into the heart of the criminal. The term Dark Knight also implies a sense of chivalry and heroism, similar to the legendary knights of the medieval literature. Batman has gone by several aliases, including Matches Malone, Sir Hemingford Grey, Mordecai Wayne, The Insider, Minute Man, and Lefty Knox. Matches Malone. Matches Malone is one of the Batman's most famous undercover alias. It's a streetwise tough guy persona that Batman uses to gather information from the criminal underworld. This persona often involves wearing disheveled clothing and acting like a small-time crook to gain the trust of the criminal. Sir Hemingford Grey. This alias is used by Batman in detective and espionage situations. The third title lends an air on sophistication and authority, while Hemingford Grey might be a reference to a small village in England. This alias allows Batman to navigate high society circles or interact with individuals who might respond better to a refined persona. Mordecai Wayne. This nameplay on Batman's real name, Wayne, while Mordecai adds a layer of obscurity. Batman might use this alias when in dealing with individuals who are trying to connect his action with his true identity. Insider. This alias could be used to infiltrate organizations from within. By posing as an insider or a new recruit, Batman can gain access to information and learn about criminal activities while remaining hidden. Minute Man. This alias might be used to evoke the idea of swift and efficient responder, drawing on the historical connotation of the term Minute Man from the American Revolutionary War. Batman could employ this alias when he wants to emphasize his quick and decisive action against crime. Lefty Knox. The name Lefty suggests a potential criminal background, while Knox could be a nod to Knox Street, a street mentioned in some Batman comics. This alias might be used when interacting with criminals who are familiar with Gotham streets and underworld. This alias demonstrates Batman's versatility as a crime fighter. By adopting different personas, he can effectively blend into different environments and situations, gather critical information, and maintain an element of surprise against his adversaries. Each alias serves a specific purpose in Batman's complex strategy to protect Gotham. John Doe 297 is actually the online handle used by Bruce Wayne himself. The fear-mongering city of Gotham actually lent its name simply from the writer randomly choosing a jeweler's name, Gotham Jewelers, in a telephone directory. Another theory is that Washington Irving, an American author, is often credited with popularizing the name Gotham in a satirical work titled Salma Gundi. When Batman's creator Bob Kane and Bill Finger were developing the world of Batman, they chose the name Gotham City to evoke a dark and mysterious atmosphere fitting for a crime-ridden urban land. While most superheroes have superpowers, Batman does not. He relies on his martial arts skills, detective skills, physical strength, intellect, wealth, technology, and will to face the criminals in the Gotham City. Over the years, Batman's main rivals have been the infamous Joker, the Riddler, the Penguin, Poison Ivy, the Scarecrow, and the lesser-known Mr. Freeze and Clayface. Last but not least, let's talk about Bat Family. We all know that Batman has several sidekicks over the years, including Robin, Batgirl, and even his own son Damian. But did you know that Batman also had a few sidekicks? That's right, Batman has had several pet bats over the years, including one named Ace, who even became a member of the Justice League. And who could forget about Batcow, Batman's cow sidekick, who made her debut in the Batman Incorporated series. Hope you guys enjoy this video. We will meet in next video.